And we're live. We did it.
No John to say yay.
Yay!
That's the second part in the two-step process of actually going live.
Yeah, we'll call it a two-step process. You're right.
Yeah. Well, so on my end, there's two steps. There's you
Fair
saying
enough.
we're live, and then John saying yay.
Fair enough. I think Nathan just saw my side.
Oh, yeah, the production end of it.
The audio shit.
Yep.
Hi, it's been like 2 years.
Oh yeah,
or so.
Nathan's here.
Yeah.
Nathan's
guest.
here, yeah.
Right over there.
As you can see, John is not here. He's doing birthday stuff, I think.
Yeah, if I remember, he said a long time ago that he shares his birthday week with like 5 friends. So like it's just like the longest week ever of birthday
He
stuff.
did say group birthday thing. I thought that just meant, doing a birthday thing with a group of friends, but I guess it's multiple birthdays.
I don't want to. There's chat happening. It's scary. I'm not used to that element of talking into microphones. So, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. So happy birthday to John out there. For, I guess that.
Yeah.
I think his birthday was yesterday, right?
Happy birthday, John. We love you.
Which I think that was the biggest thing that happened yesterday. Was John's birthday.
I mean,
Oh, yesterday? Yeah.
yeah, it was.
It's true.
And also, John's birthday was on the Tuesday where the election also happened, and it was still.
Oh, I
the
thought his
biggest
birthday
thing.
was the Wednesday.
No, it was.
That's
Tuesday.
what I was hinting at.
Oh, okay.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Tuesday also big day. It was basically midnight. It was midnight my time.
When okay. Midnight, when it was known what the fate of America was, or were we dancing around?
Yeah, I think it was midnight. You know what? It could have been a little before that. I woke up around midnight-ish. Eventually, I went to bed.
Oh yeah, I guess it was around 12:30 or something California time,
so-
when it would have been accepted speeches and all that.
Yeah.
stuff. But acceptance, is that the right word? It's like, thank you for this
acceptance.
trophy.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But yeah, okay. And the concession speech was the next day. But I don't know what to say about that without people getting upset. So Doctor Strange, right? He had a cape.
I went and saw Doctor Strange last week.
I know that, and so did I. So we can discuss it.
He still listens,
A little bit.
so that's what he was excited to talk about Doctor Strange with you.
A little
Okay.
bit, sure.
I enjoyed it. Not my favorite Marvel movie for sure.
Yeah, same here. But I enjoyed that his cape reminded me of Carpet from Aladdin. I don't know if you got the
I saw a
same vibes.
picture on Twitter the day after I watched it of them giving high fives. Those two characters.
Both Disney
thought was
properties
pretty good.
now, so I don't know. But it was fine. What would you categorize? Cap is your favorite stuff, right?
Yeah, like Civil War and Avengers 1 are probably like the two. I also like Guardians of the Galaxy quite a bit.
That's probably my number one. That was where I was gonna chime in
Where
on
you're going
Rocket
with that?
Raccoon being pretty cool. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that sequel. But yeah, Doctor Strange, Mads Mikkelsen with his crazy eyes and his sorcery and world bending stuff. Like the theater we saw it in had speakers that were kind of broken. So whenever crazy special effects started happening, there was like loud popping sounds, which should have been bad, but it kind of was fine because they're breaking reality every time they're doing stuff. So I was actually.
How do you know that wasn't like on purpose?
That's the thing.
Maybe that was actually because maybe I heard those popping noises.
Okay, I should have asked first, but we got free passes after the movie from theater management apologizing, so I'm pretty sure it was bad. But I wasn't sure while I was watching it, so it worked out.
I didn't hear any popping noises.
Okay. You didn't.
Paul,
what was the last
are you gonna go see it?
Marvel film you checked out?
In theater,
Yeah.
Avengers 2, probably.
Okay.
What came out after that? Like another big one.
Was Guardians that August? I think.
No.
Oh no, it was Ant-Man was the next one, right?
I didn't see Ant-Man in
came out
theater.
and Civil War.
Okay.
I saw Civil War in theater. That
Okay.
one.
It's so good. Like that's a theater movie right there.
See, because Ant-Man does this thing, and that was my favorite part.
Yeah,
That
that's
might
a good
be
part.
the favorite part
Right.
to be had.
It's a great part of that movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really good. Paul, are you gonna go see Doctor Strange at any point?
I'd like to, just for the visual, like.
There's some crazy kaleidoscope,
Yeah, that's
like,
what I hear.
cosmic
Yeah.
effects
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah,
Like Inception, kind of just weird stuff happening.
like hands coming out of hands, and then weird things. So
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
into
that
it.
does happen.
Yeah.
It does,
I'm into that.
there's
for
an
sure.
eyeball made of hands, and then he falls into it. Like, just I don't know.
Also, as Historia is saying, apparently the ending is brilliant, so now I have to see it.
Sure. Okay. If it's the ending of the movie proper.
Oh,
okay.
Actually, that's my favorite part. Like, I just thought that was visually just really cool watching that happen. So
we'll talk around it, but yeah.
I was gonna reference a video game that did that, but I just don't want to spoil anything.
That'll just ruin it still.
Yeah, I know.
There's a movie I could mention too, but it would also sort of ruin it. So we'll just leave it there.
It's the first week it's been out.
A lot of people left right away during the credits, which was a head scratcher for me, because you should know by now that there's not only one thing, there's two things. But even if you only want to see one, it's like 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and then there's a little bonus scene for you. But half the theater evacuated for some reason. I don't know.
I keep hearing of people getting up and leaving. I don't think many people left mine. I didn't really watch around, but I didn't notice anyone like in front of me. But I hear of other theaters.
And this was the Thursday night first time you can see it thing, so you'd assume everyone there was pretty excited.
Oh,
but
for
they're
sure,
still
yeah.
like, I don't care, and then leave. I don't want an ad for Thor, I guess, but it's a little more than that. I don't know. But okay, movies. That's what we talk about here, right? That's what this show's about.
What is
it's been a while, so.
On the top-down perspective, I mean, you helped make it, so like you should know.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage, Planet of the Apes. That's the stuff, right? And then
that's basically what this podcast was built on. Not even joking.
Yeah, that's why I listened to it. So
it went downhill ever since.
So Nick Cage
November
news.
November 10th. Sean Booker's here, Paul Fleck's here, and Nathan Rohr's here.
Yeah,
blast from the past. Thanks for coming on, Nathan.
Thanks for having me. I'm never sure if I'm still allowed. So
of course, the door is always open.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
But I'm sure everyone wants to know, Nathan, what have you been playing?
A lot of old stuff.
A lot of shooters coming out on November, October. We got the new Call of Duty, the new Gears, new Titanfall, new Battlefield. What are you playing?
Oh, right, Battlefield. That's right.
Now I'm trying to think, like, what is the most contemporary game I played of my list? 2010, maybe? Let's see here. Desert Golfing. That was only 3 years ago.
I mean, Miitomo was, like, earlier this year.
Yeah.
That's the most recent, Miitomo.
Can you play Miitomo? I opened Miitomo today, and there was a whole giant update. On the loading screen, you can actually mash a button and get coins now, which was great. I got 500. Then the game opened.
Coins?
Buy outfits.
What can't you do, Sean?
I'm pretty sure it's pretty much buy outfits. So yeah, or maybe game tickets for the drop machine. When was the last time any of you opened Miitomo? I know it was promptly deleted by pretty much everybody.
I think like the third day it was out.
Okay,
was probably the last time I opened it.
The like month after, probably for me.
So I thought you were playing Miitomo and gave you some coins or whatever to unlock one of your answers, Sean, and it was the description for the movie Taxi. It was Jimmy Fallon and Queen Latifah, and I was like, all right, Sean's not playing right. I'm not. I can't. I'll have to load it up to even figure it out. But it was.
I remember
I
only answered like 2 questions, and it was just like, "Hey, how you feeling?" And then I just responded with, "Yeah, like the description to Taxi."
I'm kind of feeling like Taxi, you know. So what they've added is posters. You can take pictures and now slap them on your walls, so you can decorate your apartment at least a little bit, which is something because it was just nothing for a long time.
Like doing that in real life.
You could do that, but now you can do it. Oh, but you need to buy additional slots for posters from Nintendo. So that's one of their little things. So you only get one for free. And
wow.
Yeah. Oh, and there's like a message system now. Erica from the Miitomo team came and visited and gave me a postman's outfit and said, "Hey, there's a new message system. You can send messages to friends."
So I got to open up my phone, open up Miitomo to then send a message to someone else.
Yeah.
As opposed to just texting them.
But it's got all that Nintendo personality. It's got like a little postman comes up and knocks on their door and then walks up to them and says stuff in a weird vocodery voice. It's so yeah. I made an assistant. You can send assistants to do messages rather. And sorry, we'll stop talking about Miitomo. It's still not anything.
That sounds like a big update, actually.
It's a significant update. Yeah. It's more of a thing now, but it's been
that game still like 700 megabytes.
Oh,
Probably.
it's bigger now.
Oh yeah, it's probably like 5 gigs now.
Yeah, download a bunch more stuff.
They added posters. It's going to be 5 gigs.
Which is just reusing the pictures you already have, the Me photos, but yeah.
Can you put up any photo like from like your camera photo, or does it only Miitomo photos?
You know what? I think it's only Miitomo photos. I'm pretty sure you can't. Just they don't trust you with your own.
Even though it's my own personal apartment. Oh no, I guess people come to your apartment.
But people can come visit. So if there's some crazy stuff on the walls, Nintendo's going to get complaints. And
they don't want dicks everywhere.
They don't.
They never have.
It's true.
That's why the Swap Note or whatever is gone.
Shop Note?
No, Swap Note.
Swap Note?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you can't even draw.
Right, you can't draw dicks at each other anymore.
Yeah.
So,
I guess keeping on the Nintendo.
Way.
It always does.
Like, still on Nintendo, I guess. I played the Galaxy games again, some more, I guess, after many years of not playing them. How far, like, how many stars did you get in those? Like, did you just beat Bowser and then, yay, and that was it? Or?
Dude, that was like 8 years ago.
Yeah, okay. So hard to remember. Sorry to... Well, I just loaded up my save.
I didn't get them all. I can tell you that. I just beat Bowser, and that was probably it. Maybe played a little bit more, but I did not get them all.
Yeah. Like, I'm in that kind of end game stuff where you're past that point and it's all really difficult stars or comet-based stars, which are basically weird variants on previous levels. So it's just like, you have to beat this really fast, or you have 1 health bar and you need to fight a boss, like that kind of stuff. It's less fun than I remember just, like, running around and the levels are just there for you to run around in and see for the first time. But I don't know. I think I'm at 90 stars now in the first game and 81 in the second one. So Paul's very excited. You didn't like the Galaxy games.
I don't like the Galaxy
chime
games.
in.
I don't like 3D Mario, like, as a general rule.
Like, I know N64 has aged poorly in your estimation.
3D World, I will say, has been the exception because I like the level designs.
3D Land is kind of like that too, where it's more
3D Land was okay as just like a portable thing for sure.
Yeah, like more straightforward levels. Catsuit.
Sure, yeah, the catsuit.
Gold Train, that level's great.
It's just playing Galaxy 1, there's not really suit stuff. It's like you get a fire flower, but it's like you have 20 seconds to have it, and then it goes away. Like, it's just a little weird how they do it. I think
there like a bee suit?
There's bee in Galaxy 2, I believe.
That was new, right?
And Yoshi's in that one too, which I don't think that's not the case in Galaxy 1.
Yoshi
I'm still, like, I guess stuff that still holds up really well is they still look fantastic. Like, they just have a distinct, colorful thing, and they're not HD, but they still just have a lot of visual variety and stuff.
Does the box art still say "You're Mr. Gay"?
Did it ever? Like, what?
Yeah, that was the thing for the first Galaxy. If you looked at the box art, the letters that had a star on them spelled out "You're Mr. Gay."
Okay. I'll have to look. So probably I have like the first print of that game.
You know what?
So yeah,
that wasn't such a bad game after all.
Did you finish Bowser or anything, or just kind of?
No, because I hated it.
Okay.
I didn't like it at all. I own it. It's somewhere there.
Okay. I guess that's somewhere like when you're first playing a level, I like that it's just this whole level is designed to just be a crazy obstacle course to get to a star. Now everything I'm doing is basically like, now find the alternate way in the same level.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of, this is less great. Like, it's like you have to get 20 coins before you get to this point in the level, so you can get one of the guys to transform into a launch star thing, and then you go to a different thing, which will be a harder boss battle or whatever.
Sure.
So yeah, it's like the more you play, the less fun the game gets. So you're kind of just squeezing the last stars out of the game, and it's, I don't know. I might just end up popping 3D World in if I want some crazy platforming stuff, but like, honestly, this is kind of just placeholder games before tomorrow when the NES Classic comes out, which I'm not sure if we're calling that news.
Did you pre-order one?
I did not pre-order one because they did not offer pre-orders at Toys R Us. Okay. So I'm hoping no one anywhere thinks about Toys R Us.
Go to Super Drug Mart or Shoppers Drug Mart.
Yeah. I'm still
like,
hoping
or Costco's usually a good one.
Costco's not bad. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Like, do you think the world at large knows about it and actively wants one?
It's Nintendo.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Like, it seems like it would be like a big impulse thing. Like, a lot of people would see it and go, oh, I want that right now. But for people who are kind of paying attention, maybe we have a small window of time.
It's $60, right?
80 here.
I was going to ask. It's 80 up there, right? Because it's 60 down here.
Yeah.
Which I think is $20 too much.
I agree with you. Yeah.
It's too much?
I think it's $20 too much.
Okay.
At 80.
At 80 here, yeah.
No, for
it's
either of us. Like,
okay.
Oh, really? I disagree. I'd pay 60.
Well, it's like $2 a game.
Yeah.
But some of the games, I don't like. Yeah, Star Tropics. I can't wait. I'm gonna play Star Tropics.
Star Tropics isn't
I think
too bad.
Okay.
I think it's more the issue of like
densely old. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have all those games, or like most of those games, on like 8 different devices around somewhere.
Right.
The main ones, yeah.
Like the ones you would play.
It's like, oh man, I'm gonna play Mario 2. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, that's the best one.
Yeah,
Don't even start with me.
I already have
That's not true.
That's the best one.
Wart
Because
has
it's not Mario, it's Doki Doki Panic.
There's that crazy mouse and he
You
throws
just hate
bombs.
all Mario?
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan.
Okay.
Mario 3 is like...
It's pretty good.
It's a very good game. Mario
a
3 is
Mario-
a very
Yeah,
good game.
Mario 3.
Oh, I guess I did load up some Mario Maker as well. I was trying to make a cool Kribo shoe level. And
I was gonna ask, Nathan, all the Mario, are you getting ready for Super Mario Run? Is that what you're preparing for?
I mean, I was looking into it and got those stupid stickers that I can send people, so I'm ready.
I was gonna bring that up, so you don't even have to play Miitomo to send messages with a Nintendo theme.
I know. You can send Mario looking sad. Just there. There's only 8. There's not very many stickers, but yeah, okay.
Yeah.
There's better Nintendo messaging available. Fair enough. But I got a cool Samus outfit. I'm kind of happy with that. I got a Samus shirt.
So my big thing with
outfit.
the NES Classic is
Yeah.
I have those games, and it's like I could have this NES that's like the size of my phone, though.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna play it. But it's like the size of my phone.
Yeah.
I could put like an amiibo on top of it.
Ooh, actually, original Metroid might be something I'll give another try on that thing.
Yeah, have fun.
I know
Game's garbage.
It's super dense and terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the map isn't there and everything, but that might be something I'll actually give a serious try on that again. And Mega Man 2 is the only one I played through.
Why don't you just go through Final Fantasy 1 again?
Yeah, you should do that.
I never did in the first place, so now I can for this
Yeah, there you go.
holiday
See, I
season.
have that on the Game Boy Advance.
Okay. Well,
Just like every one of these other games.
it's a total nostalgia play. I get it. I know it's not like logical exactly. It's just I don't know.
Also,
I kinda
Homer's
want it.
right. $2 for the original Mario Bros. Is not a great deal at all. It's not at all.
I've paid more.
For the
I'm just
original
gonna say-
Mario Bros?
Yeah, it's
the
like
one where
$5. Like on Virtual Console or whatever.
The one where you are...
Oh, the you versus Luigi fighting
Yeah,
over
not
coins.
Super Mario
Yeah.
Bros.
Yeah, okay. The fact that
I
it's
was
like
gonna
in Mario 3 too is a little weird.
Mario Bros. I don't like Mario Bros. At all.
Mario
No.
Bros is not very good.
No, it's not.
Hey,
It's just not fun.
Punch Out's in there.
Actually, I was having a bad time today because I read Kotaku, stupidly enough. And
Okay.
there's an article on there where some guy ranked
Oh, I didn't look at this. Okay.
all 30 games or whatever
By quality or
by like quality or whatever, yeah.
yeah.
And let's just say that Ice Climbers, Mario Bros, like all these shitty ones are not the bottom.
Okay.
And that's infuriating to me. I mean, if you want, I can find the link and we can talk about it at some point, like in news or something, but it doesn't...
Like one final breakdown of the NES Classic
guess.
before it's there.
Like, an example of stuff that pissed me off is like...
Is Zelda 2 rated low?
Zelda 2's rated probably where it should be. I think it's at about 16.
Oh, okay.
Like
That's
halfway.
lower than I thought, actually, but okay.
But like...
That's higher than I thought.
Like, the only thing I agree with is Mario Bros. 3, Super Mario Bros. 3 probably is the best game on there.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
Probably.
Is
So
Original
that's his
Legend of
top.
Zelda number 2? Because
The original Legend of Zelda is like 3 or 4, which is way too high for me because that game is garbage.
Okay.
It's garbage.
It's good. It's still
No,
a solid
it's
game.
not.
Fundamentals are there. Get that purple tunic.
Fuck it. I'll find the
Come
thing.
on.
I'll keep Nathan talking.
All right.
I'll find the article.
So so NES Classic stuff though. I never played Ninja Gaiden, which like good thing John's not here, I guess, because that's one of his favorites ever. Like, I don't know. It's an opportunity to play that, which seems to be like an overlooked. Or Super Contra stuff like that, or no, Super C.
Super C is
Which
like
is Contra 2.
Super C is like ranked 28th to him.
Oh
Yeah, some of these I definitely agree with. Like, I don't think Excite Bike is that good a game.
no,
And that's
Excite Bike is not
lowest
the
one.
worst game on that.
but
Mario Bros is probably the worst game on that list.
I kind of really don't like Kid Icarus.
Kid
Yeah.
Icarus is great. That's a good game.
Are you really?
Right,
I have that cart. I got it when I got a Nintendo at a garage sale, and it's just kind of not super keen on it.
You got gold there. All right, okay. Nathan, let's take a look at what we got here because you.
Who is this guy? Random guy is ranking.
No,
these?
It's Jason Schreier. However you say his name.
Schreier.
He's a writer at Kotaku.
He's okay. Okay, so this is his bottom. Let's say his bottom 5: Excitebike, Ghosts and Goblins,
which is like an impossibly hard game.
Simon's Quest. Yeah, tell that to John.
Oh, is it his
Super
he just
Cakewalk? Beats it. Why not? Right.
Okay.
It's John. Super C, Double Dragon 2, and Ninja Gaiden are the worst games on this list.
Okay.
To this guy.
Yeah. Okay, this is Jason's hate list. So, okay.
Also, wait, like Balloon Fight, he has a 22. That should be way up there. Balloon Fight is great.
Balloon Fight's fun. I prefer it
Balloon
to Joust.
Fight is worse than Mario Bros.
This is a nonsense list. Like
Mario Bros is number 21.
Okay. Donkey Kong's 19.
Wait, just let this sink in. Mario Bros, where you're playing with another person or whatever and just hitting each other.
Over coins.
Yeah, not the Super Mario Bros. Is better than Balloon Fight, Donkey Kong Jr., Ice Climber, Ninja Gaiden, Double Dragon 2, Super C, Simon's Quest, Ghosts and Goblins, and Excitebike.
Okay. According to this guy.
Yeah.
This is kind of weird. Like, I'm looking at number 2, which is Star Tropics, and the first sentence is, surprise, I had never actually played Star Tropics before.
Okay.
So I guess this is just like
this is fun now, apparently.
Yeah, kind of.
I mean,
I feel like that would kind of change your perspective. Like, I bet there was a time where people did like Excitebike.
Okay, top down. Super Mario Bros. 2, Super Mario Bros. Mega Man 2. Yeah, I didn't mean that we needed to spend too much time.
No.
Classic.
I'm just saying.
Kind of looking forward
to
it.
The reason, like, it just reminded me that I read that today and I was infuriated for a little bit.
Yeah, so-called Jason. John would take issue with him. I think that's true. Ninja
John would
Gaiden
probably
at the bottom
hate
of the list.
So-called Jason.
So apologies to Kotaku, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, let's continue on.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Okay, Dragon Age Origins. It's hot new title. I tried it before a couple times, like the origin story stuff, and actually that's been kind of my issue this time. Is I feel that game starts really like with a ton of momentum because it's just a tight, compact story to establish who you are and the major conflict going on, and then it slows down a lot once it kind of opens to the main quest. I'm looking at Paul to kind of, is this fair to say?
Yeah, I don't like that game.
Sorry, I'm actually using this as like the monitor to look at you.
Oh, okay.
And I know it's weird because we're in the same room.
We're in the same room, but it's bad. It's bad way to do it.
But it's bad for like audience, right? If we're looking away from them.
Okay.
In theory.
So I was getting really frustrated with the pace of that game. Like, it was just like, this is slow. I don't care. Like, people are coming up to me and just like, hey, can you look for my little brother or whatever? And it's just like, it was getting me really upset.
Yeah.
And it was also getting Morgan upset too. She's in your party being kind of pissed off at every quest. So eventually, like, when I was having a good time with it again is when I decided to just take those dialogue choices where I'm just like, I don't care. I'm angry. I'm an angry dwarf. Yeah. I was a poor dwarf at the bottom of the food chain. Now I'm out here. I'm a Grey Warden. I'm going to kill everybody. So there was a quest where a kid is possessed by a demon and his mother desperately wants to save him by any means necessary.
Yeah, I remember it.
And you can take options where you're just like, I don't care. I'm killing this kid.
Yeah, I'm purging him. Yeah.
And it was awesome. So, yeah, I just kind of took the not good route in for the first time. I don't do that. Usually first time through any BioWare game, I'm taking the like Paragon route or like the good route. But this game was just taxing my patience to the point where I started just being angry at the game. So yeah, my actions started to speak to that, and I was able to kill this kid and cause horrible like pain and suffering in this kingdom and then bounce out of there. So it was, I don't know. I don't know if I have all the motivation I need to like play through the whole game because apparently it's 50 hours of RPG business.
It's a good game.
I don't know. It's something about the combat maybe is just...
You are playing it like 10 years too late.
I am. Well, 7 years.
Maybe just play Inquisition. I hear that was really good.
Yeah. I have Inquisition. I started playing it and kind of just got bogged down even sooner. So I don't know. It's just I want to love it because I love Mass Effect a lot. It's just BioWare's other tentpole is really compelling to me. So I just feel like something's wrong with me and how I'm playing it, that I'm not getting pulled into Dragon Age in the same way. But I'm trying. I'm definitely slowed down my progress, though. Last time it was like a 6-hour binge session or whatever. I managed to maybe go 3-4 more hours at most over a couple sit downs with it. So yeah, some of the enthusiasm is bleeding out of it. It's dead. Yeah. But again, I feel like part of it's just that game hits the ground running, and then it kind of just slows down a bit. It just kind of, here's 5 different giant things you can do, and obstacles will pop up in your way trying to do anything. Like, you're just like, well, I'm just gonna go kill that guy, and it's like, yeah, there's like so many quests that are gonna happen in between you wanting to do that and getting to do that, it seems like, and that's getting kind of frustrating. So man, yeah, I think otherwise, what is it, just Desert Golf? I've just been golfing on my phone. That's pretty much the only...
Resident Evil 5.
Oh, sure.
Let's talk
then
Resident
we can
Evil.
Transition over. Okay, so...
Because, my life hasn't been enough Resident Evil. Let's talk
some more about it. So this is the first time I played Resident Evil 5 in 7 years. And alone. Yeah. That's also part of it. Before I played it cooperatively with a friend of mine.
Yeah.
Like on launch night, we played through the whole game, and I never looked at it again.
Yeah.
So now I'm playing it again with kind of Resident Evil 4 recently under my belt, so just kind of getting to see the differences with how they handle inventory and stuff, and kind of where the chapter breaks come into play. Like, instead of having a shopkeeper in the world with a typewriter, they just go with, at the end of a chapter, it'll just pop up and be like, end of chapter 2.2. Yeah. Do you want to save now? Which was kind of a thing in Resident Evil 4 where you'd see a shopkeeper save, and then like 10 seconds later, a chapter would end. Which was just like, why? What's the point of this?
That happened. Yeah.
So they got rid of that redundancy by getting rid of the shopkeeper in favor of more menu stuff, which might not have been the way I would have wanted it, but I don't know. That shopkeeper guy is great.
Yeah, he is.
Guy. So, but yeah, the action is pretty sharp. It kind of keeps you in play all the time when you're playing. It is the same design thing you were talking about with Resident Evil 4 being like enter an area and then a bunch of bad guys are there.
It's more gratifying in 5 though, because it feels like an action game, where 4 felt more like it was trying to do a survival horror thing on top of that.
With the limited ammo
well,
and stuff?
Like specifically, you go into the castle, right? And you're like, oh, this is so spooky, and I'm gonna like take my time
spooky
and stuff.
Castle.
And then here's what's spooky: 100 guys. It's like, no,
they're in cloaks though, and they mutter
spooky.
things. It's kind of spooky.
It's not spooky at all.
And some of them have gold masks. You can't shoot them in the head.
Like one guy in every room has.
Well, I remember that guy. That guy is crazy. Or those crazy spike hand guys. They're kind of cool.
They are.
Although that was the other part of the pacing you said, is it's like 100 guys, one hard guy. And it's like, yeah. And sometimes there's 2 hard guys.
Yeah.
So that's kind of crazy.
And then you just take out the rocket launcher. You're like, fuck this.
5 kind of does that too, but sure. I guess with just
hard guys sounds like your last Friday night.
2 hard guys, yeah. God damn it.
It sounds like this room right now.
All right.
You know what's spookier than 99 guys? 100 guys.
You're right. It's so spooky.
Resident Evil 5. There's bat monsters. Like, I don't know what else to really...
Yeah.
I was kind of annoyed that they used the exact same boss design like twice. Like, you fought this crazy boss with like a giant bug attachment to it outside on a cliff edge or whatever, and then like an hour later you fight the exact same thing, but you're in a crazy temple.
I mean, spoiler alert, that's what Resident Evil becomes though. You do that like
reusing enemies.
You do that in like Revelations and 6. You do that in like every Resident Evil.
Is refight.
It's just like a giant bug thing of some sort with like big glowy spots that you're supposed to shoot to hurt it.
Yeah. But is it the exact same monster?
It's pretty fucking
like
close.
The chainsaw guys, they're going to repeat that, or the trolls and stuff. But I felt 4 had like distinct bosses more often, maybe, if that's fair to say.
It had like 5 bosses total.
Okay. Spread out over like 16 hours. Whereas I feel like I'm almost getting to the end of... There you go. Resident Evil 5. You just have
Nathan, are you excited for Resident Evil 7?
That's totally different ballpark, so... Maybe. I did play that weird demo thing and found it just kind of ineffective PT because it felt more cutscene when you get attacked. Did you play it, the Resident Evil 7 Biohazard demo thing?
Of course not.
Okay. Oh, you don't like scary stuff. Right. That's the thing. It wasn't really that scary. It was just kind of gross kitchen. It's just, oh, look at that pot. It's full of spoiled food. Gross.
Okay.
Like...
Paul, is this an art book or like a calendar? What are you showing?
It's a calendar.
It's a calendar, okay.
Is that
What
Bat
year?
Monster in there?
2009, 2010.
Okay. Why do you still have it?
Well, it's Resident Evil 5.
Because it has stuff like this.
It's got art in it. Yeah, I fought that guy. He's a chainsaw guy.
Well,
But more importantly, where is he? Hold on. The most
this is going
important
to be
guy.
great for the audio podcast.
There you
That's
go.
Yeah, sorry, we're looking at pictures of
Is that a zombie with a megaphone?
guy with the megaphone.
Yeah,
from
he's the
Resident
one
Evil
that
5.
incites the riot at the very beginning of the game.
Capcom.
He
Yeah,
kind of
two of us
starts
are
it
in
all.
the- Oh man. Okay. I generally like it more than I remembered, but it's something about the pacing of the campaign or something. I don't know. I'm not like gripped totally by it. I'm still looking for that next game that really pulls me in and like I'm really excited about. Like for this year, that was probably Dead Rising 2 and Dark Souls for me.
Yeah.
And No Man's Sky, but I don't know if people want to talk about that.
Do you want to talk about No Man's Sky?
I liked it more than most people, apparently.
No, Sean liked it too.
Yeah, okay.
I enjoyed it. I don't play it anymore, but
Did you
was good-
did you
good
fill
feature
up
there.
all the milestones, or how far did you progress on that stuff?
no, definitely not. I played about a week of it, which is
Yeah.
about 8 to 10 hours maybe.
Okay. I probably got pulled in for 100 or so. I don't know. I got all the trophies and then was like, okay, I'm done. I haven't seen the center of the galaxy, but I'm okay for now, at the very least. But the amount of hate around that game has been kind of keeping me quiet because I kind of had a good time. But yeah. All
right.
Yeah, Resident Evil 5, Sheva, and Chris shooting zombies. And, well, Gyarados or whatever. I guess we can move on to the...
Yeah, Paul, what have you been playing?
I've been playing Titanfall 2, and
Let's talk about it.
yeah.
Did I not try and tell you last week?
No, you didn't. Why didn't you
did.
tell me? You didn't.
I told you,
never
I
tell me
tried
anything.
so hard to tell you.
Never tell me anything. Okay, but let's
what
be
did-
serious for a second. In a
Yeah.
year where there's like Overwatch and all this other stuff, Doom,
Overwatch is great.
like
Doom's great.
this is one of the best shooters I've played this year.
It is so good. That campaign, did you finish it?
Oh yeah, I finished it last night actually.
Yeah, it's really good, right? And it just keeps getting better.
It's too short. The problem with that
don't-
campaign is that I wanted at least another 1 or 2 set pieces because they're so good.
I think that's a good sign. It leaves you wanting more. Like
Yeah.
it's still like 6-7 hours. Like it's like Call of Duty length. It's like a long Call of Duty length.
Yeah, and usually I'm totally okay with that length, but I wanted more of this game. 'Cause
We got the
it's-
multiplayer for that.
Yeah. How like deep into this do you want to go?
However deep you want.
Are
I
you
haven't
gonna
played
play
any
it?
multiplayer.
I have sort of a question, just it might be too spoilery though, and Sean alluded to it last time, but press L1 to time travel has been getting a lot of talk as people saying like that's their favorite
Well,
moment
it's
in the
middle mouse
campaign.
for me, but yes.
Okay, sure.
Sure.
Is that a big spoiler thing that you don't want to talk
that's
about? or-
that's one of the best parts of that game.
Okay.
That's probably the best part. Like it's so cool when that happens and the puzzles you get to do with it.
You know when you're
I don't
playing
think we should-
Singularity and the thing happens and you're like, oh, this is going to be great? That's that in this game.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess don't need to delve deeper than that, but
Yeah, I want people to play this because it's a really cool moment.
That
but
game is
let's
a
just hear
collection
some
of cool
impressions, Paul.
moments because the
Yeah.
story is like whatever, and that's totally fine. But like, you have one part, which is the part we're talking about, that's really badass. You have like one of the end or like closer to the end missions where it's just like, all right, you're in your Titan, just fucking kill a bunch of Titans, and like you have.
The part I was talking about where I was at for the last podcast when you're just like all storming down.
Yeah.
And it's like 8 of you and you're just like, oh man, it is so on.
Yeah. Think of it like, what the hell is that? Like Normandy Beach or something. Only instead of like a bunch of platoons of guys, you're like 8 dudes and Titans just like fucking running a train on like all these robots and Titans trying to stop you. It's so good.
So what's your favorite Titan? Which loadout do you use?
For that part or in general?
Just is there one that you just like you kind of went to more often that you
Yeah.
enjoyed a lot?
I liked the one with the... I can't remember the name of it right now. It's the one with like a sniper rifle that has a locking mechanism on it. It's like the second or third one you get.
Okay, I don't think I used that one much.
The
so I
reason
don't know.
why is because I like locking onto a bunch of dudes and then just shooting like missiles everywhere and they would just blow everything up.
Okay. I think that's the second one. I don't think it's a sniper that you get.
No, but it's
But-
like It's like a rifle of some sort.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
that one is cool. I liked
The
Ion
laser.
a bunch,
yeah.
which is the one with the chest cannon.
Yeah.
Oh, that one's so good.
It's really good.
Yeah, that one's real good. I think the third one you get with that's all about like the fire that you put on the ground
Yeah.
was really cool. Also, the thermite ninja stars that you pick up. Did you ever use those?
Yeah, but not often. I
badass.
forgot. Yeah, I forgot they existed because I didn't usually use that loadout with that stuff. Like, I didn't change grenades out.
Okay, yeah. I usually tried to pick up everything new I came across just to see what it was like.
Yeah.
Those thermite ninja stars were super cool. I like that every human enemy is a one-hit melee kill, and you just send them flying when you like punch them.
Yeah.
Like, that is a fast game. It feels so good.
Yeah.
I haven't done any
First-person
multiplayer.
parkouring, but like it feels really good when you do.
You can get some speed, like some momentum.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
Have you
it's
played any
very cool.
multiplayer?
I did actually. After I finished the campaign, I was like, this wasn't enough, so I played I think 1 or 2 hours of it. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to playing more of it. So
Yeah,
I haven't
it's-
played any more. So
It's totally fine. Like, it's a better version of Titanfall 1 for multiplayer. So,
Cool.
it's fine. It's
good.
Yeah.
So you're playing on PC,
PC.
Sean, PS4 or?
Xbox One.
Oh, okay. Just PS4 would be the option I would be looking at. So
You could
sure
play
that's
with John,
Oh, okay.
because that's
John
what
has
he
it.
has it on.
Yep. He has that and PC, doesn't he? Doesn't he have 2 copies of it?
Maybe. I don't
I think
know.
he was sent a couple, but anyway. Yeah, it's a cool game. I really recommend checking out that campaign. That game for Black Fridays, I've seen it as low as $27 already.
Yeah, it kind of got bookended as, with Battlefield and Call of Duty, right? Has been the unfortunate placement of the game, but because I'm kind of curious about Battlefield 1 too. Like,
It's okay.
You've tried it?
Yeah, it's Battlefield.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like that World War I gritty kind of
It's-
layer isn't that distinct?
It's
or
not as much as you would want.
Okay.
They don't go far enough
not
with
like
it.
loading up your bayonet like
It's-
old rifles, and that doesn't change things.
I mean, it
fundamentally?
is, but like it's still
Okay.
gratifying because it's a new shooter.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Airplanes.
Paul, would you say that like Titanfall is like the shooter to play that
This
came out in
season,
the last
or-
month? Like, what if you had to pick one?
I can't say that because I didn't try Infinite Warfare yet. But
Okay.
so far, like, absolutely. The thing is I kind of don't even care now if I play Infinite Warfare because Titanfall 2 does what I wanted from the Call of Duty series. It does a big, dumb thing that just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and then you're done. And then it has multiplayer. Like, I got my fill of it for now. So, actually, you know what's surprising? Titanfall is the writing's really good.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I like every time a robot gives me a thumbs up. That is always a good thing, and it happens like 2 or 3 times.
It happens a few
And, like,
times.
And like BT is just great.
Yeah.
And like, every time he's just like, I have to throw you, and you're like, yeah, you're gonna throw me. This is awesome.
Yeah.
That it's like the third last mission or something when you're like on the flying planes or whatever, and he's like, I'm gonna throw you to that other one. It's like, yeah, let's do this, and you like break through the window, and you're just taking dudes out. God, I might just play that campaign again. Like,
I'm probably gonna do that too.
It's so good.
It's really fucking good.
It's really, really good.
But yeah, the writing, they do enough to make you kind of care about like this weird relationship between like the pilot and his Titan that's forming.
Yeah.
And like,
yeah,
you can take that for what it is. Think about him like a dog, and you know what happens to dogs. Yeah, it's one of those things, but they do it well. It comes across fine.
Sorry.
I feel like there's some twists that you wouldn't expect with that. So like,
Oh no, totally.
nothing's been like spoiled
It's
for anyone worried.
the twist is like real dope for sure.
So anyway, let's move on.
Yeah. What have you been playing, Sean?
What have I been playing? So Titanfall 2, and then a few iOS games. I'm playing Imbroglio.
Okay, this is the one you've been wanting for a while, right?
Wanting for a while. I finally went on sale a couple during like the Halloween sale, so picked that up. It's like you ever played Legends of Grimrock?
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, it's like that, but if it was top down and you could see the whole grid instead of just like.
I don't like that.
Okay.
I like the first person view of the dungeon crawling, but sure.
Well, this is more of a puzzle game, but
Okay.
you're on a 4x4 grid. Each tile that you're on is a weapon. So if you're standing on something and there's an enemy beside you, and you swipe in that direction or try to go in that direction, you'll use the weapon you're on to do damage. And you just move around, and you're trying to collect these little purple stars. And every time you do that, the layout of the walls within the 4x4 grid will change, which can definitely make things real hard, because sometimes the walls will then like almost box you in, which can really suck if there was an enemy you were trying to like stay clear of for a bit.
Right.
And also every weapon, every time you kill an enemy with it, will power up a little bit, and there are different levels. So if you use a weapon enough, it'll hit like level 2, so it'll do more damage. So there's actually like this push and pull of, do I want to collect the stars to like continue progressing, or do I want to hang around in this really like ideal 4x4 grid and the wall setup I have just to power up some of the weapons here first, so that I have stronger weapons later on. And you just move around like that, and enemies just come in from the corners every like 6 moves, I believe. And it's pretty fun. Yeah, I'm enjoying it quite a bit. Yeah, it's cool. And then very similar to it, I'm also playing Severed on my phone. Which, have you guys ever played Legends of Grimrock?
No.
Yeah.
I never played it.
Yeah, I really
this
like
guy
that
loves
game.
it. That's what I heard.
It's that game,
It's
Just
first
straight
person
up?
and everything?
but not top-down perspective. It's first person.
Dope. God, I hate things that are top-down perspective. Holy shit.
Yeah, don't even get me started.
Severed's your game, man.
This is by Drinkbox Studios. So instead of everything looking like a medieval, shitty castle, it looks like Guacamelee.
Okay. That's those guys.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. So everything's,
colorful.
vibrant, neon kind of, and you're not exactly going through dungeons all the time. Sometimes you are, sometimes you're going through forests, but you're moving, kind of one tile-ish at a time, rotating 90 degrees. And then, the gimmick or the big thing here is the touchscreen, because this is on Vita and Wii U as well. And I actually played this on Vita back at JDC and wasn't super into it. I'm liking it a lot more now that I have more time with it. Because there's a whole ability tree that you can upgrade your attacks and whatnot, and it's all about swiping in certain directions to attack the monsters. And then if you attack them well enough, you can actually cut off their limbs, and you use their limbs to upgrade yourself.
Use limbs to beat other people with, because that's been a video game mechanic before. But yeah. Shadow of Rome, bringing it back. Sorry.
But yeah, it's out on, I think, everything that has a touchscreen. I don't think it's out anywhere else, because like I said, that swiping mechanic. But I would recommend that, especially if you're into Drinkbox. Those guys make great games up in Vancouver, I believe.
Yep. You're right.
Yeah. I'm probably just going to be playing a ton of Severed. I have a road trip this weekend, so it's just going to be like Severed the whole time.
Cool.
Yeah, so with that, let's go to the little bit of news. The Wii U is stopping development.
For real this time? They're
real this time.
Actually ceasing to
and
make...
last week everyone was like, is it happening? Wait, Nintendo's saying no. Nintendo has come out and said that production is scheduled to end soon. They've also said that they can confirm as of today all Wii U hardware that will be made available in North America market for this fiscal year has already been shipped.
So get yours now if you want to play Splatoon ever. No, I don't know.
So that's fully coming to an end.
Makes sense, but yeah, it
was
okay.
Half step though.
What was
like
the Switch, or what do you mean? What?
No, yeah, the Switch.
The Switch is a weird half step. What are you saying?
Yeah, no, it's like you had the Wii.
Yeah.
Then the Wii U comes out and it's like, no, forget that.
Yeah.
Let's just do the Switch, and it's fine. It's just kind of too bad.
Well, I don't think they chose to just say no, forget that. I think the market said you should forget this and move on, and they were like, yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
So
no, for the most part, when the new console comes out, they keep making the old one for a while.
Yeah.
It's like they're just going full tilt with Switch.
So looking back at the Wii U, what was the best time you had with your Wii U?
Game and Wario.
Okay. You're like holding a torch for that game where nobody else is. I like that game too, but like that game came and went for most people. But Game Wario is pretty great.
I'm not saying there aren't other good games.
Okay.
I just really like Game and Wario, and I want more people to play Game and Wario.
Like, was it the drawing thing specifically, or was there any one minigame?
Oh, I enjoyed quite a bit of those games.
Okay.
It's been a while since I played them, but
if there's one I feel like stupid about not having played yet, it's Bayonetta 2. I bought it
That's a
right
good one.
away.
That's a good one.
It's waiting in the wings, but for me, it's probably Mario Kart 8. I just had a great time.
That's the second worst Mario Kart game.
I know the battle mode thing, but I enjoyed the crazy twisting courses and stuff. Like, I just was big screen Mario Kart. Like, it was probably one of the few times I've had like people.
You have
come over
those
to play
8-second
games.
replays on your YouTube channel.
Oh, like what, the weird Luigi stare down
Well,
and
it's
all
just
that kind of stuff?
no, it's just you like
No, that was a
driving.
feature.
Okay.
I guess you were testing it.
Oh, I uploaded some
Yeah.
stuff? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Or didn't really look at the destruction in my
Nathan,
wake.
I don't know if you remember the first time we played through everything together at your place.
All of Mario Kart 8, all it had to offer. Yeah, but I don't know. I found myself...
I mean, it was fine. That was a fun time, but I was just remembering that moment.
Okay. Oh, I guess 3D World should have been more profound for me, but I just kind of played.
I mean,
it
3D
moved
World
on.
was like the first 3D Mario game on my TV where I was like, yeah, okay. So that's pretty profound for me.
The battle mode stuff was regrettable stuff, but yeah. They had that Zelda level at one point.
I like Zombie U a lot. Just the whole looking down at your thing to do your backpack stuff, then you look back up at your TV and it's zombies like right there.
Actually, yeah.
I thought it was novel. It was the first time that I was like, this has some like
Distinct
nice thing you could
it.
do. But then it just didn't do that again, and it became just like the thing your map was on most of the time.
I like Splatoon. I like Super Mario Maker. I still want to play Fire Emblem thing, that Shin Megami Tensei 1.
It's really good.
FE Sharp. I want. I just need to get that at some point. So it is. I enjoy that system, but it's going away now.
It's gone, and pretty fast too. It's like, what is that? Less than 4 years since it hit market to when the Switch comes out. Even like I think it was kind of a fast
summer.
Switch over.
It was like late 2012, I think.
Yeah, and early 2017 is when it's getting replaced. So
yeah.
So
Tokyo Mirage Sessions, that's the name. Yeah, thank you, chat.
All right. So
and the last bit of news. Xbox One's getting an update with some stuff. It's going to get those, rare achievement sounds. The thing I didn't know is it's getting clubs, which I guess it's like a friend group, but just more open. So kind of like Steam already has this.
Yeah.
The Xbox is getting it. I'll probably make a top-down perspective one and then like, hey, who wants to play some Horde mode? Because, that's a great thing to do. So that's coming.
So if you get a rare achievement in a game, it's a different chime that plays?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. For you Dead Rising fans out there, that could be meaningful.
Oh, God.
Yeah. The 4 is coming out. But anyway.
Can I just, name off some things that are cool that are going on quick?
Yeah.
Dirt 3 is free on Humble right now. You can go download that.
Right. Yeah.
The Ubisoft Uplay 30 or whatever for this month is Blood Dragon, so that's free for this month.
That's a good game.
This weekend, Rainbow Six Siege is free to play. Next weekend, Overwatch. Overwatch is free to play on, Pokemon release weekend because Blizzard can't let other companies have nice things ever.
I mean, I like Overwatch a lot, but I'll be playing Pokemon.
Yeah, I mean, most people that care about Pokemon are going to be playing Pokemon, so it's fine. But yeah, I just figured I would throw a bunch of things out there that are free or cheap or things you could try out.
I saw that Rocket League on their official store, you can now buy the Rocket League ball.
Dope.
As either a small stress ball or as like an actual ball.
Okay.
So that's kind of cool.
Stocking stuffer. There you go.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Or Thanksgiving or whatever.
Okay, that was news. Let's go into all these questions. Pop quiz. Nathan, do you know where people can send questions in?
Topdownperspective@gmail.com. There's probably a Facebook group still that you can
There is.
you can submit some questions there if you want. And is it at TDP Podcast on Twitter?
That's right.
That's it.
Okay.
You're
There's
missing
one
one.
key one that you're
Oh,
missing.
you gotta
though.
go to that Steam group, post on the wall, and no one will notice it for like weeks. So don't do that.
That's true too.
What's the last one? Sorry.
It's John's P.O. box.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Does that happen with any frequency? Or?
Frequency, no, but
Okay,
yeah, it
it's-
does.
Get a postcard or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to make this real big so Nathan and I can read it.
It's pretty big. It's true. We're looking
I'll
at
take this
words
first one.
on a screen.
Okay.
Sandy writes in for John.
Uh-oh.
Okay, maybe we should
read
just
it
skip
anyways.
it.
I'm going to read it. No, we can answer it as well.
I actually
have
read this already. There is literally nothing in there for us.
Oh,
and there's
okay.
not a
That's not-
question.
That's not true.
There's not a question in that first part. For the second part, there is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's ranking the best
Isn't it-
conventions John has been to 1 to 5. So,
Well, hang on. That's not true. Hang on.
Okay, you can read it. It's fine.
I'm going to read it.
Okay.
I have plans to travel hopefully one time. Oh, by the way, this person is from Australia. I took out the question out of the email. I have plans to travel hopefully one time to at least one of the video game conventions that you, Reese, Mace, Emil, Tim, and if I'm lucky, Tom go to, as it would take long hours and probably a lot of money to get there. I wanted to make sure it was a convention where it would be enjoyable and worth going to, and to see Throne controllers live and see you guys, because I always check out content from you guys. And wow, this sentence. And Throne controllers from videos, and they look so fun. My question is, out of all the conventions you go to, from 1 to 5, 1 being the highest recommended, 5 being the least, how would you rank? See, we can rank some of these.
I have been to one of them.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
PAX West, MomoCon, Con Bravo, and MagFest.
PAX West is one. It's the best one because I can drive to it and it doesn't cost me about $5,000.
I guess if you're in Australia, that's kind of irrelevant. Like, which
Yeah.
airport are you landing at?
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
We know about these other ones. Which one would you recommend for her? I know we can't say like this one you'll see John the most. But
Do you
like,
want
out
me
of
to
the
give John's answer and we can see if I was right?
Okay, sure. Predictions.
John's answer is MagFest is number 1. I'm gonna say PAX East is number 2. PAX West is 3. MomoCon 4. Con Bravo 5. Or the other way around with Con Bravo 4 and MomoCon 5. I don't know how he feels about
I know
this.
he really likes MagFest.
Yeah,
But I
MagFest
feel
is
like
his number 1.
coming all the way from Australia, you go to a big convention. It's got to be one of the PAXs.
And like preferably not across the United States.
I've kind of been hearing better things about East, like logistically and
East
stuff.
is the big one. It
yeah,
is the biggest.
it's the big one now. But do they do Throne controllers at MagFest, for example? Like, it's a smaller con. Like, I've only seen it at
don't
PAX West.
I don't know.
personally.
I think he's done it at all of these,
Maybe
but I
chat
don't know
could
for
tell
sure.
us. I have no idea.
John's favorite is MagFest according to the chat. So there you go. I don't know.
Yeah,
we should
I
really
know.
say
MagFest is.
the true answer will be next week when John returns. But
Okay. If you're coming from Australia, you probably should go to East.
PAX East.
Yeah.
Okay. That
Then
is
you got to ask yourself: do you want to see Seattle or Boston?
Like, Boston has more history, so when you're there, you're going to get more stuff out of it anyways.
Although one
PAX
of my
East is the
favorite
one.
con stories from him was MagFest, where there was the elevator parties at the hotel.
Right.
So it all takes place in the same hotel.
Yeah.
So MagFest sounds really fun, but I haven't seen it firsthand. I can't really say.
Seattle's a really cool city.
It's a very cool city. I like that city a lot.
Yeah. Maybe Boston might have more like American history. You're right, though. And if you're coming to the States, that might be something to do as well. Just check out
Although,
some
if you if you grew up in the 90s and you like music, Seattle is like huge for you too. A lot of
or if you went to Starbucks, you could see the first one.
It's true. I've been there.
it's too busy all the time. It's
To be
too
fair,
busy.
so are both of these conventions.
You're right. They are.
I think this person's going to be fine with standing in lines.
Sure.
But here, there is a question for everybody.
Yeah.
So.
So, second question. This may seem old-fashioned with the different DSs that are out, like 3DS and DS XL, but I have a DS Lite, and I wanted to ask you guys, what are your top 5 picks for DS Lite games? Because I wanted to see what kind of games are good for the device, as per recommendations from you guys. Okay, each of us get 5. Your 5 favorite.
Jesus.
Oh
Yes.
no, that's way too many games. I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of crossover anyway. Like I think I know 2 of yours.
Yeah, I mean, Ghost Trick is one of his. Right?
Ghost Trick and 999 are probably going to be said in the next like 2 minutes.
Those are 2. The first, Professor Layton.
They're great though. Like I'm not saying they aren't. 999 especially.
You guys should start thinking of your 5. I got 2 left.
I mean,
Alright.
I'll just give you one,
Okay.
and it's Resident Evil Deadly Silence because it's the best version of that game.
Is that one where it's like good luck finding it? Like did that get a lot
it's
of...
one of those
Okay.
ones where it is the original Resident Evil, but you can skip past the cut animations of the door, so you can play through it in like 20 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah,
So speedrun fiends out there.
it's the best game.
It's the best game.
It's the best game.
Okay.
What else is on my
Phoenix
shelf?
Wright.
Like a
The
Pokemon
first
game?
one? Or
No, you know what? I'm not going to say Phoenix Wright because, like, yeah, well, I don't.
like,
Guitar
see how you
Hero
like Ghost Trick,
on
and then
Right.
if you also
Like-
like lawyers, check out Phoenix Wright.
Yeah.
But they're different. Like, it's a lot of reading. But
Yeah.
no, you know that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to take Phoenix Wright down. You should just play it on the iOS. You're right.
World
Some
Ends With
Pokemon
You
games
is
should
really
be on
good.
there if you like Pokemon. And my last one, I'm going to say Mario Kart DS. That's a great version of Mario Kart.
Okay.
I'm just trying to think what like were the Zelda games on there just Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass, or was there? Because
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, those are garbage.
Well, Phantom Hourglass is pretty good, but I don't know if it's
Kids
top
love
5
trains.
games on the system.
Yeah, kids are dumb. You're right.
I tried playing that game. That game's a little. That's not as fun.
I
as
mean,
Phantom
whatever.
Hourglass.
Fair.
But
Spirit Tracks is better than Phantom Hourglass.
really,
Phantom
don't
Hourglass
know.
has that dungeon you have to go back to and
oh
redo
yeah,
like 4 times.
it does have that. It does have that. So you know what? Just forget both of those. They're okay, but they're not. They're not top tier. But
For my homies out there that like Legend of Grimrock, there's a game called Orcs and Elves, which is amazing on the
Okay.
DS. It's really good.
Man, people are saying The World Ends With You. That's
the World
a great
Ends With
one.
You is really good. Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars was great on that
that?
too.
what's that retro game challenge? I'm gonna say that.
Okay.
That was that weird
Okay.
game with like fake old games in it.
Yeah.
Just gonna. It's actually it was really cheap for a while. Now it might not be. I don't know.
There's some great Castlevania games on. Like the
Oh.
DS is a good system.
Portrait of Ruin. I'm gonna say if I'm gonna choose one.
Uh-huh.
I think was
Okay.
probably my
Aria
favorite.
Sword
What
is
about like
really
a
good
what
too.
about like
Aria of Sorrow is
WarioWare?
GBA though. Dawn of Sorrow. Dawn of Sorrow.
Dawn of
right?
Sorrow, yeah.
Yeah, that one's solid too. But I guess if we're doing 5 games, fine. Portrait of Ruin, Dawn of Sorrow.
What about WarioWare?
Order of Ecclesia or whatever. No, that's GBA, wasn't it?
WarioWare Touch
No,
wasn't
that
the
was it.
best, but it's pretty good.
They got Rhythm Heaven again, not the best one. But it's Rhythm
Yeah,
Heaven.
Rhythm Heaven Gold or what was it?
Rhythm Heaven.
No, it was Rhythm Heaven
Wasn't it Gold?
Paradise. Paradise was the EU version, which is the one I have.
Okay. Whereas I've like the Japanese release, so Rhythm Tengoku Gold, I think.
Oh
and
man,
then,
Elite Beat Agents.
there you go.
That game made me break my first DS.
That game's so good.
Yeah.
Okay,
It is.
we got to move on. Next
Okay,
question.
okay.
All right, I'll take it, I guess. Joshua wrote in and said, I finally played Fallout 4. Haven't touched a Fallout since Fallout 2 came out. Oh god, I feel old. I can't help but be amazed how different it feels. Well, yeah. While I much prefer the combat, I can't get into the world, story, characters, or any other stuff this series like Fallout is known for. I went back and played 2 to see if it was just nostalgia, and I do still like that game. My question is, has there been a franchise you liked in the past but didn't like the reboot, rework, reimagining of it?
I'm trying to think of like franchises that fundamentally changed what they're like. If you're gonna say something like, well, those PS2 Castlevania, that wasn't great because it wasn't the same kind of game at all.
Right.
If you want to do like 3D reworkings or whatever, but
Right.
or actually, like I know there's some people out there that they feel that way about Metroid. Like they will never like Prime because
I
it's
don't
not-
like Prime at all.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say that's a remake.
I guess not a reboot. It's a reworking though. Reworking, reimagining. I
Okay,
think that's
so
fair.
basically what he's saying is a game that released another game.
Like in a later generation or something that
I think you can
fundamentally
also
changed
look at
what
this
was
like
going on.
just games where they had sequels, and it kind of you started liking the series less and less as each sequel came out.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of how I'm reading it.
Okay.
Like they kind of did the new Super Mario Bros. Thing a few too many times, maybe.
Yeah.
You want to say the side-scrolling
Well, I mean,
games
that's not a
deteriorated?
rework, though. That's the same game.
It's a reimagining.
Again, I don't think it has to be.
It's got new.
I was gonna say, Forza Horizon 1 is the best one of those, and I don't like 2 and 3 as much as that first one.
Okay. Metroid Other M, I guess, is an easy answer to say that was not as good as previous Metroid games.
Sonic is an easy answer.
There you go. That's
Sonic
fair.
Adventures is terrible. You're right.
Every time they make a new Sonic game, it's kind of shitty.
I think the expert's not in the room again because John's actually been playing through colors and all that kind of stuff.
Has he?
Hasn't he? Like he keeps
know.
up.
Yeah,
he keeps up with
Sure.
Sonic more than I do.
That's
When was
true.
the last time I played a Sonic game like Adventure 2 Battle on GameCube? So I can't really weigh in on Sonic or Sonic Advance. But yeah.
Okay, there's some answers.
There's some. Yeah, I can't think of something like that. I find it just interesting that playing Fallout 4 without having played Fallout 3, because the big criticism of Fallout 4 is it's like, oh, it's too much like 3. But if you just skip over that, I wonder. I mean, I guess if you have a lot of this Fallout 2 affection, this is your first time seeing what Bethesda has done with it, and if you don't like it, well, yeah. I like New Vegas. I'm just gonna say that out loud.
Sure.
Obsidian
again
is pretty good, but
say it out loud again and again.
Yeah, I don't know if I mean, hey, if you like Fallout 2, I can't speak to that, but that was to me a sharply written Fallout game.
All right. Hey Nathan, do you want to take these next ones?
Okay. Thoughts on YouTube Red series? I don't know what is that. What's going on the internet?
YouTube has a subscription service thing where you pay them money. They're not going to give you ads anymore because you're kind of like taking that off or whatever.
Okay.
But you'll also get access to shows they're producing with content creators.
Oh, I think I've heard about one of these with that.
Scare PewDiePie or something?
Yeah, it's this guy Felix from Sweden. He's got a big channel, and yes, people try to scare him with scary games.
Yeah.
Is that the...
No, not with scary games. I think they put him in real life situations that are
scary.
So
it's like he's in a scary
skydiving
house.
or like a haunted house or something?
Like a haunted house or something because he played Outlast or something. Like, I think it's tied like that, where it's like the game is real now, or I don't know.
There you go.
Somebody can...
So what are your thoughts on it? Sam,
I think
I
it's
don't know.
fine.
Sure, I guess I have
more content is good. Let the masses decide.
Let the
what
market
they like.
decide.
Yeah.
Do you like skydiving?
If people want it,
Swedish
they can
people?
have it. I'm not a YouTube Red subscriber.
I can't be. It's not in Canada. That's the biggest problem with it.
Okay.
So
I saw that our ad revenue money went up when YouTube Red came up.
dope.
So I guess that's good.
Oh yeah, that's
I think
the
it's
other
'cause,
thing. Yeah.
Like the ads that they skip, we get like a kickback or something, kind of.
Well, the ads that they would get or whatever. Like if they have YouTube Red, yeah. And it's based on how long they watch. Like longer content is better for that, so the podcast is better than like a 10-minute clip or something.
Right.
Okay. Sean, what's the least favorite game you've reviewed? Have any stuck with you as just being like, man, Hyrule Warriors, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean that's the answer.
Well, actually,
Mario Golf.
I was gonna say like recently that I can think of Recore, but Hyrule Warriors sucks. No, actually, you know what? I would play Hyrule Warriors before I'd play Kid Icarus Uprising again.
Okay. Just that Control Pad Pro.
Yeah.
Okay. I never looked at that game, so I can't.
Oh, actually, I reviewed one of those 3DS Mario Party games.
Okay. So that
Island Tour, maybe that.
Okay.
All right.
I guess I missed all the Recore stuff. That was a weird, like, people almost loved it, but it was so janky.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
I just noticed this is from Jacket.
Oh.
I doubled up on the document.
Okay. Hey, Paul, what's your favorite film of the last 5 years? Any of us can answer this, but Paul...
Favorite film of the last 5 years?
The most curiosity lies there. Hey, that Guardians of the Galaxy was in the last 5 years, and it has this raccoon in it.
When did Scott Pilgrim versus the World?
Oh, that's 2010, I think. I'm pretty sure.
I'm
it's
counting
favorite
it.
film?
Outside that window.
In the last 5 years? Totally. Easy.
It's pretty fun. I watched it a bunch of times.
Yeah. I've seen it more than 5 times. Like, so...
It says Matthew Patel, and then
Yeah.
like, what? What's going on? It's so crazy.
I'm counting that, even
Andrew
though it's a
Kendrick's
year
there.
out.
Okay. Whoa, stuff's shifting around.
Oh.
So, okay, Scott Pilgrim. Sean, what's your favorite film last 5 years? That's a weird window of time, too. But...
probably Avengers.
Okay, the first one, right?
Yeah.
The Avengers. Okay.
What about you, Nathan?
I'm going to say Grand Budapest Hotel.
God damn. Here we go.
Good movie.
I just really got jazzed about that movie. Like it
I like that movie.
Yeah.
When did
It's 2014.
when did Planet of the Apes come out?
That was 2009, so I can't say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or no, it's 2011, so I could for a few more months. That's right, it's 2011.
It was 2011.
So I could say that, but I'm gonna say
You're actually obligated to.
no. I'm saying with how much I was.
That's true. You don't have a choice.
But a sequel came out that dampened my enthusiasm, whereas Grand Budapest is just pure.
I see. Okay.
You know, it's just pure. It's right there.
I still don't think you. I don't.
All right, sorry. I guess. All right, my answer's been chosen for me. Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Yep. I tried. Ray Fiennes. I'm sorry. Sorry, Wes Anderson.
All right.
I think I screwed up the emails. Hang on. You guys keep going. I think I deleted it over top of one.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So this is a follow up on a previous story.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Canon ownership update. They're
Wait,
very rare.
That's from a different person, isn't it?
Oh, is that?
Yeah,
what the
that's what I'm
was?
saying. Is I think I deleted over it. So
Okay.
this is not from Jacket.
This is not
I'm
from
gonna
Jacket.
figure it out.
Yo, that's
you guys
fine.
Keep
I'm gonna go to Twitter questions.
Oh, but Canon ownership update.
I'm gonna go to Twitter questions while we
All
fix
right.
this.
Okay, hang on. Sorry. Here, I figured it out. These last few were from Bob. The Canon update is also from Bob. So let's just get the Canon update finished.
All right, let's see the Canon update. They're very rare and expensive, and I'm trying to get my uncle to buy one. Man has more money than he knows what to do with. If you don't know what I'm talking about, a couple months ago, when I was looking into ownership, I asked you guys, would you own a functioning 19th century naval cannon that wouldn't explode from use?
Of course, I remember this question.
And then there's a PS. I remember hearing that data miners found the names of Pokemon from the second generation as well as and now it disappeared. Okay, scroll down.
That was good.
It was totally on my screen. I apologize.
Wait, how did it just disappear?
I don't know.
It bumped down.
It's still there. It's right there.
As the move transform in the code of the game. So Ditto and Gen 2 Pokemon.
What are you talking about?
Paul's got it really zoomed in, so whenever it shifts, it's just a matter of when. Sorry.
This is the worst.
It's the worst reading, and this is why. Out of practice.
All right. So what's happening is naval cannon that wouldn't explode from use. Anyways,
that's the end. That's the end.
Yeah.
That's the end of the email.
That's the end of that email.
Next
Okay.
person.
This PS was somebody else's.
Yeah.
From Jacket.
There you go. This is from Bob.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right, Paul, take it.
I think it's Sean now.
All right.
I can take it. That's fine. Okay, so this was a long email. I just paraphrased it a little.
Okay.
I was catching up on the last podcast when I heard you guys talking about the latest Pokemon Go updates. It may be crazy, but I'm still playing this game constantly. Basically, daily basics, if only to turn it on in situations I would be spending a long time walking anyways to hatch eggs and get candy.
Sure.
I think I always had the desire to walk deep inside of me, just needing something to give me even a little bit of incentive to do so. And between Pokemon Go and podcasts like yours, I now been basically walking every single day.
Okay.
It bums me out a little to see how much interest in the game has died out over the past couple of months, but it makes sense when I realize how most people actually want a full-fledged game out of Pokemon Go rather than an incentive to keep walking. I think Niantic is taking steps in the right direction to give people incentive to play the game again, but and then it cut off.
Okay.
So my question to you guys is, what do you think it would take to get you guys to play Pokemon Go again? Especially as much as when you first picked it up, whether it be changes to the gameplay, a new campaign, new Pokemon, or minor mechanic changes.
They could add gameplay, if I could play with a friend, that'd be dope.
Okay, so multiplayer stuff?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I know
what do you mean by play with a friend? Like, do you want just trading, or what do you want to do with a friend?
Trading, battle.
Battles would be good.
Yep.
Kind of the thing that's been dampening my enthusiasm lately has just been backpack limits and stuff like that, but that's the kind of thing they want you to pay for, right? So
right, yep.
I've just been throwing away a bunch of potions and all this kind of stuff. Right. Because I just kind of, I'm going out walking, I'll take it with me and get some more Pokeballs and whatever, and it's just like, no, you can't because you have too many revives and then you're throwing them out, and I don't know. It's just kind of, That's not fun.
I've been opening it up for like 5 minutes each day this week to do the daily challenges.
Okay.
But again, that's 5 minutes of playing it, if that even.
Yeah.
I want just more Pokemon. I just want to be like, oh man, I gotta get this one, or there's one of these down the block. I'm gonna run down that block to find this one. So yeah, I want more Pokemon. That's it for me for the most part.
Well, luckily for you, in a week you'll get more Pokemon.
Well, who knows? We don't know about a week, but soon, yeah. And
okay, this
PS,
was the PS I was saying. Okay.
Yes, I remember hearing that data miners found the names of Pokemon from the second generation as well as the move Transform in the code of the game. So Ditto and Gen 2 Pokemon are coming. It's just a matter of when.
Okay.
Yeah, I would love if it came like before Thanksgiving, where I get like a 5-day weekend or whatever it is. That'd be great. I doubt it's going to come that soon, but
yeah. All right. Press L2P wrote in on Twitter and said, do you think Nintendo will learn from their mistakes with the Wii U and fix them with the Switch? Examples for games, advertising, etc. No, because Nintendo has a track record of not doing the right thing until it's too late.
So I think was the Wii a fluke, or what is the, for success-wise, or DS and stuff? Like they've commanded big numbers before.
Right.
So
I'm going to say games-wise, no, because they always put out a lot of first-party games, and it's just third parties being like, it takes too much time and investment to make a version that works with your weird, whatever the gimmick is, the control scheme or whatever.
Yeah.
So, and it looks like, once again, this is not going to be a PlayStation 4.
Just that even that Skyrim thing from all the trailers is not confirmed. Like, just that's how tentative,
even if it was, the Wii U, remember, it launched with Mass Effect 3, Assassin's Creed 4,
Arkham City, I think.
Arkham City, Electric Batman version.
Yeah, that's it.
It had
Assassin's Creed 3 and stuff.
Third parties at the beginning, and then they're always just like dumbed down version of the games.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why would you want to play it on that? So I don't know. Who knows with the advertising? Maybe they didn't call it the Wii 3, so they learned that lesson.
Yeah. Do they still? They still have Monster Hunter stuff, right? Yeah. This seems like the Monster Hunter machine. Though,
totally.
Right? So they could make big splash there in terms of Japan anyway, and it's been catching on.
Oh, they will in terms of Japan.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. But
because I'm pretty sure there's already been leaks about what's coming.
So are you gonna get on board the Monster Hunter train then this next time?
No.
Okay.
But I'll play Mario and I'll play Zelda,
and there's probably gonna be a Mario Kart game. Maybe they'll put battle mode in it. This time it'd be crazy.
I hope. Fingers crossed.
Star Fox from Star Fox.
Star Fox, yeah, Star Fox.
Yeah.
That
was a lot of fun. So I'll take this next one and Jacket K. Shoot, I forgot.
This is another one.
This is a Twitter shoot, I forgot. I've always wanted to try Overwatch, but Pokemon comes out the same day as the trial. Which should I play first? The free trial of Overwatch or Pokemon?
Overwatch, because it's free and you're buying Pokemon anyway, so you can play when it's not free anymore.
Yeah, okay. You play Overwatch for the weekend.
Take advantage of that window and see how you like it.
Play Overwatch when you're at home, but when someone's like, "Hey, you want to go outside?" You could be like, "Yeah, sure. Let me bring my DS." Then you can play Pokemon on the go. But yeah, you use up that Overwatch time. Obviously, Overwatch is great. Overwatch is super fun. And I think I'm on the last one.
Yep.
From Lade One Rex. If you could ask any game dev one question, who would it be and what would you ask?
Probably Hideo Kojima. So what happened? And then he can
good.
Elaborate.
It's a good one.
On the free of any,
Yeah.
You're not supposed to say that kind of stuff. If he was allowed to. Or even just for my private knowledge, and then I would know that I'd be one of the people.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, mine would probably be sweary, and it would be like, "Hey, do you want to just hang out?"
Okay. Is that tattoo real, or is that?
It's not.
Okay, of course not. Okay,
It's
someone was
Pink
saying it was real. I was like, I don't. Come on.
Speaking of which, that tattoo though, I bought the Men of Game Dev calendar because it comes with a print of that.
Okay, there you go. Sorry, that's what I was alluding to. Is that calendar?
Yep.
Are you just Kojima as well? Like, we'll just be in on that conversation, or?
I don't know. I'd like to ask one of them just what the fuck and see what they answer. It could be fun.
Jeff Minter ask him about,
or like
Space Draft
David
2.
Jaffe or something.
Where's
He would
that
probably
guy
just
been?
punch me because he's an asshole.
It was Twisted Metal was the last big thing, right?
No, it's that stupid like, what the hell is that called?
He's got another.
Like
He's got a new thing coming
Warfare or
out.
something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's like a shooter thing where it looks like a bunch of like scribbles from an angsty teenager on a piece of paper.
Yeah, and is it supposed to be like really vulgar and stuff or something, right?
Yeah, so edgy.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay. If people want to send questions in next week, topdownperspective@gmail.com, at TDP Podcast, Facebook group, John's P.O. Box. What's your guys' games of the week?
Oh boy.
Titanfall 2 with like it makes me happy to be able to say that.
Titanfall 2 is mine as well.
Yeah.
Here we go. Super Mario Galaxy 2.
All right.
It's got Yoshi and face ships. They don't actually call it that.
I mean, it does have all that stuff.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks Nathan for being here and filling in for the third spot.
Yeah. Sorry about that one email read, but live show. You can't. No takebacks.
All right. See you guys next time.
Yes.